Good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Grey Man Profits for the advanced learners. And today is part 4 in asset allocation so that we can create a successful portfolio. Let's go into it. So, in the last video, I was detailing survival scenarios. In other words, these are 3 different types of portfolios that you might see on the market or as an investor. And depending on which one, you'll see, of course, the result for annual return and the result in how they perform in a recession. So, we've gone through the green, we've gone through the skeptic, now to survivor. Survivor is different to all the rest. He, understands that he wants to stay in the market for a long time. Let's say 30 to 50 years. So he's looking for longevity. And more importantly, he's realizing that 1, stock market crashes happen, and 2, they happen a lot more frequently than most people would think. So he has prepared himself. How has he done this? Well, he has put 20% of his assets in high income assets. Let's say that he bought 20% of his stock for S&P 500 and the other 80% he has put into low income assets. I'm guessing that he bought treasury bonds instead. So he has a balance or fixed income from this, whether it be dividends or through the coupon value of these assets. Then he goes to over here, and depending on how it works during the year, he might have a performance boost or decline from his average fixed income, depending on how this 20% sticks around. The reason that he wants to do this is, let's say, the S&P 500 usually revolves around, it usually statistically has a 9% per annum return. Let's say that he put his 20% of stock into the S&P 500. So what he is looking for balance is with this other 80% of his stock, he is looking for a 1-to-5 ratio. So what can he do that buys a product that he can buy 5 or 4 of that will counteract this in the long term if something was to fail? So let's say that he bought, for every stock that he bought of S&P 500, he bought 5 lower treasury bonds. This would result, of course, is that when this finally stops performing and goes down, these will carry it, meaning that he doesn't have to quick flash sale his resources. When a recession happens, he makes more money from his treasury bonds as their percentage rises as X drops, or the value of the dollar drops. Then he can make on dividends the same amount that he would have had with this without having to worry, and then he continues his account life. This is how people like Warren Buffett have weathered storms like this in the past. Hope you have a great evening.